The palace of the Etherean princess was unlike anything I had ever seen. Towering spires of iridescent metal rose above the clouds of the floating city, and bridges of translucent energy arcs connected one platform to another. Airships hummed between the towers, and the wind carried the soft echo of music and distant conversation from the gardens below. I had been sent as a maintenance technician to repair a malfunctioning energy conduit near the upper observation deck. It was a simple job, or at least it should have been. I had navigated countless imperial structures before, but this was on a different scale. My name is Cale Arden, and I have a habit of underestimating things. Not people, never people, but situations, machinery, and the consequences of one wrong step. That habit had caught up with me. I had been crouched beneath the conduit, rewiring the quantum stabilizers, when I felt a presence, warm, commanding, undeniable. I looked up and froze. The Princess Ilyara stood at the edge of the observation deck, her gaze sweeping over the city, her silver-white hair catching the sunlight like spun metal. I had heard stories about her. Cold, precise, brilliant, and feared by the council for her intellect and unpredictability. But seeing her in person, it was something else entirely. And then it happened. My elbow knocked against a panel I hadn't noticed, sending a small crate sliding across the deck. In an instant, the crate tipped, spilling its contents, a scattering of delicate tools and wires, directly into the princess's path. "Ah!" I gasped, scrambling to grab them. My hand shot out, but I misjudged the distance and accidentally brushed against her. The contact was brief, unintentional, yet the effect was immediate. Princess Ilyara's golden eyes snapped toward me, narrowing in a way that froze my blood. Her lips curved into a faint, unreadable smile. "Human," she said, her voice calm but tinged with an imperious note. "You will join me in my quarters." I blinked. I'm sorry. It was an accident. She lifted a hand, silencing me. "I know." And just like that, she turned and walked away, her long cloak flowing behind her like liquid starlight. I was left blinking, my mouth hanging open, the crate half empty at my feet. My mind spun in a way that was both exhilarating and terrifying. She didn't shout. She didn't punish me. She summoned me. And that, my friends, was the beginning of a chain of events I could never have imagined. Part 2. The Invitation. By the time I reached her quarters, I had rehearsed a dozen apologies in my head. Maybe 20. None of them felt adequate. The palace corridors stretched endlessly, decorated with art that shifted when you looked at it from different angles, a blend of physics and illusion that reminded me I was no longer in a normal city. Her quarters were at the topmost tower, overlooking the city's glowing gardens. I knocked, nervously, and the door slid open before I could even step forward. She was waiting inside, standing near a window with a soft glow illuminating her face. "Come in," she said. There was no warmth, but no malice either. Just expectation. I stepped inside cautiously, every instinct screaming that I was out of my depth. "Ilyara," I started. "I didn't mean—" "Enough," she said, turning to face me fully. Her golden eyes held mine. "That was a mistake, yes. But mistakes can reveal more than intention ever does." I swallowed. I don't understand." "You will," she said. "Sit." She gestured to a chair near a table filled with holographic schematics, floating devices, and strange glowing tools. "You are not here to answer questions about etiquette, Cale Arden. You are here because you touched me." I nearly choked. "Excuse me?" I said, she repeated, "that mistakes reveal truth. By touching me, you have demonstrated something I wish to explore. Come closer." I hesitated, but the curiosity in her tone overrode every instinct for self-preservation. Slowly, I approached the table, my eyes on her hands, her eyes, her expression. Every detail seemed amplified in the glow of the holograms. "You will assist me in a project," she said. "One that is delicate in ways that require precision, loyalty, and courage." I nodded dumbly. I can do that." "Good." She paused, then leaned slightly closer. "But understand this. Mistakes may bring you to me, Kale, but your choices will determine whether you stay." I realized then that this invitation was more than protocol. It was a test, a challenge, and I had no idea what was at stake.